I was wondering if you could play that song again.
Which one, man?
The one that goes...
Flexxcult Records.
Oh, man, you're thinking of...
Straight from the front lines of YORHA.
Take your motherfucking skull, put it on a chop block. I'm a stone age thug, swinging fists till I drop. I got worship.
So everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Araiguma interview show. And I'm here with
Krone.
Krone. Straight from the front lines of YORHA.
What up? What's good?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, Ork King, GORK. So Krone, your earliest music was in like 2017, I think. Which is your first, I think your first song was a remix of Lil B. So tell me, what made you start like uploading music?
What made me start to upload music was like, you know what I mean, just the passion for music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to go to a lot of shows because there was this fucking venue that was around the corner from my house and shit. And, you know, I'm from fucking Indiana, so you feel me? It was on some bullshit, you know what I mean? They used to have like underground artists coming back in the days and shit. And this was like when niggas was like really first coming out and shit. So there was a fucking Xavier Wulf show around the corner from my house. And Xavier Wulf at the time was like one of my favorite rappers. I went to the fucking show, and literally when I went there, I met fucking Xavier Wulf, and the shit was it was fire, bro. It was fire. Mm-hmm. And Xavier Wulf told me straight up, like, I asked him, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make music. I got a passion for it. What do I do? And the nigga was like, just do it. And, you know, after that, I started doing it. I mean, before that, I was rapping with my cousins and shit, you know what I mean, on some cool shit. But, you know, I just, you know, after that, I was like, shit, fuck it. Anybody could do this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was looking at the stages people was on, things people were doing. I'm like, I could do that. I can do that. Start pushing myself to do that shit. And it all just came into fruition that way.
Yeah, really, it is crazy. Yeah, anyone can do this shit. I know in like 2017, like your first uploads were like tread beats. Then later on your career, you started producing like dark trap beats, or maybe even dark tread, if that's a thing. So what made you produce that style?
Well, for me, it was like, when all of this shit, I sort of saw all of this shit come into form, you know what I'm saying, as far as the terms we call today, like, you know, dark trap and stuff like that. So I look at this shit in an outside in sort of lens, you know what I'm saying? I don't really see it as dark trap. I sort of see it as like an expression of what the fuck is coming from the core, you know what I'm saying? Like, because before people was calling this shit dark trap, people were like, you know what I mean? It was just you know what I'm saying? Before people knew what dark trap was, before, you know what I mean? Before it fell under that umbrella, it was just you. So I'm not gonna say I don't look at it as dark trap, but I don't really look at it as dark trap, you know what I'm saying? Because it shit came from the inner core, the inner being. Maybe it sounds dark, you know what I mean? Maybe it sounds trappy and shit like that, but, you know, for the most part, it's from the core.
What about like the tread stuff? How do you get into like tread?
Now tread. Now we can talk about some tread, man. I was listening to hella Black Crate, hella, you know what I mean? All of that shit, all of that shit coming up in high school and shit.
Like
listening to, you know,
Working on Dying.
all of that. Yes, man, that shit was so crazy. When me and Johnny had our fucking first show out in Philly, we went out there. Thanks to Cowboy Killer and all them niggas and shit. And them niggas knew who niggas was, bruh. They knew who niggas was off rip. Like Wi-Fi God and shit. That blew my mind. Because maybe, you know, they seen us on the show or something. They seen it on the flyer or something and just knew. But that shit blew my mind because I used to listen to them niggas all through, you know, school and shit. So them niggas was like a big influence. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, all that shit was a big influence. Filthy, all of that shit. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, yesterday I was listening to some Young Mojo.
Oh yeah.
For real.
I wonder if he's still making music. I haven't heard this in a while.
I don't know. I was listening to some old tracks. Yeah, Forza, everyone from Working on Dying. Yeah, for real. So
yeah.
I think the first song we saw like you rapping like your iconic like orc style was like For Tough with JONI in summer of 2018. So what led to that song's creation?
Man. Yo, that is crazy. That's crazy. I've never got to actually explain how that track was made. Me and JONI was literally sitting like in his room or something, like when we was first making music and we first had met each other and shit. And we was fucking playing like Titanfall 2 or some shit. And like I literally took like the melody for it. Like if you hear it, if you listen to it, it's fucking, it sounds all over the fucking place. I was literally sitting there and I just whipped that shit up and we was playing Titanfall 2, fucking hopping around in the fucking mechs and shit. And the whole time we was doing it, I was like, shit, round the form, like, bro, we was geeked up that day. I ain't gonna hold you. But it was a fun ass day. That was a fun ass track. But
Wow,
we had
so
shit
based.
before that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm saying? Like, just keep it. Man, that shit, it's unforgettable time, bro. Like, we had shit before that though that was unreleased. Like, we were working on that sound. We were working on like the sound for maybe 2 years prior to that, and it's just like we just finally decided to like actually put it out there and drop it. The whole thing was like I was nervous that it wouldn't be received well by people, but you know what I mean. You start to listen to when I was starting to put my ear in the underground and shit and listening and shit. People are really creative. People like use their voice. You know, you hear a lot of different voices even nowadays. Rappers are blowing up off of, you know what I mean, they rapping high pitch, like they doing that shit, and they, you know what I mean, like people are really thinking outside the box with this shit. And then, you know what I mean, we just decided to do something like that, think outside the box, do something that we like, and you know, be unorthodox with it.
Yeah, speaking of JONI, so how did you two meet? You and JONI?
I met JONI at a fucking Maxo Kream concert. I ain't gonna hold you.
Ha.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I met him at a Maxo Kream concert, and it was like it had to be like 15 people there total, and we was just like, you know what I mean, chilling and shit. It was cool. But yeah, we just started going to hella concerts and shit, playing on the PlayStation and shit, and that became the bro like instantly. You know what I'm saying? Especially because of music taste and shit. That was the major thing. We fucking we you know what I mean, just had similar music tastes and we was into the same shit, and it took off. That's the homie.
Like day one?
Yes. Day one.
Since the start.
Shit. And then, you know what I mean, that was after high school and shit, you know what I mean? So we was just at that point, we was fresh out of high school just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Going to different shows and shit, doing different shit, traveling and shit. And that's how we, you know what I mean, we worked on music, having mad sessions. Like we would have sessions for like 9, 10, 12 hours plus, just straight in the lab.
Damn. So how do you two form YORHA? So what is YORHA? What is it? How do y'all two form it?
Shit. YORHA is basically, you know what I mean, it's from the game NieR Automata, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
I was
YORHA
wondering that.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite games ever. We gotta start there. NieR Automata is one of my favorite games ever.
Great game.
It started because we wanted to fucking have something that's ours, like even with the genre of music we make. How I mentioned how dark trap is sort of not really a thing for me. That's because we call our shit HELLSCAPE DRILL, Dreadnought Trap, you know what I'm saying? And we have a whole different mythos to how we view this shit. So it's like YORHA is us, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. but we put it all under the same umbrella of the Orks and shit and all of that shit. And the main takeaway from YORHA is for the glory of mankind, for the glory of mankind. That's what they fucking say in the fucking, you know what I mean? So everything that I do, how I carry myself, how the shit that I output in the world is supposed to be for the glory of mankind. You feel me? So, well, I try to carry that with me and shit, and carry it in the way that I treat people and treat myself and shit like that. So everything's for the betterment of me, for the betterment of society, shit like that. Like, that's how I view this shit for sure.
Yeah, straight for the front lines of YORHA.
Oh God, I was sitting, bruh. That's crazy. I was in a fucking call playing Titanfall 2 with Evil Air when I made that. We was just sitting there rapping shit, just just doing random shit, and I just said it, and bro was like, "Yo, that shit sound mad official." I put it on the voice notes, threw it on FL, mixed it, and that's that tag.
Damn. So,
Yep.
YORHA. So, what led to like you repping being an orc? What's led to like the orc branding?
Well, that are you asking like how it came about, or?
Yeah, how did it originate?
We also have a lot of love for 40K too, Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
And we if you know about 40K, then you know that the Orks, they can make anything out of nothing if they all believe. You know what I'm saying? If it's enough people and enough people believe, they can make anything happen. So we take a lot of those ideas and shit and put it with our shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't got shit. You know what I'm saying? We came from shit. We came from the mud. You know what I mean? And we wanted to rap. We wanted to make music. We wanted to see ourselves do better and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it happened. So, and there's still more to do. You know what I'm saying? So being an orc means a lot to me as far as how I carry myself, like I said, and how, my output in this world and the shit that I want to do and accomplish. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just, what it is. Like, we on a mission. And that's what being an orc means to me. Like, non-stop, nigga, takeover, invasion, nigga. Like, we gonna be in your ear, nigga, in your face, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'll go out on the street and tell some nigga I'm YORHA, nigga. Like, I have to be for myself, man. I don't got no tattoos on my body. I ain't no, you know what I'm saying, killer ass nigga. I'm just me. And it's like, you know what I mean? Who the fuck is gonna represent me? Ain't nobody out here gonna represent me but me. And that's how I gotta carry myself. For real.
Yeah, orc.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All right, so since y'all rep YORHA, and so what led to your decision to join Flexxcult, and how has like Flexxcult impacted your career?
I Flexxcult has really impacted my career in a positive way, you know what I mean? As far as the people that I met, the connections that I met, and I'm blessed to say, you know what I mean, I've been in this shit clean with no beef, you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to say that I've met nothing but great people through this shit. You know what I mean? Niggas like John, niggas like fucking Lair, niggas like Trvsh, bro, niggas like, bro, even Broly, bro, even them other, even when it was Jewelxxet and Flex, like, even, like, I'm glad that I got to meet so many talented people, you know what I'm saying? Because it just showed me that I ain't out here alone, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, Flexxcult has impacted my career in that way, where it's like I get to make these connections and see these people. And like Evil Lair, for instance, when me and Johnny was making the Ork sound, Johnny showed me Evil Lair. So I didn't know nobody was doing the grunt type rap and shit. He showed me Canis and them. I didn't know nobody was doing that shit outside of it. So it's so crazy to meet somebody out of nothing and y'all have similar styles and shit. You know what I mean? The same with Soul. Met him out of nowhere. We got similar styles and shit. I'm like, God damn, like what? You know what I'm saying? And that's where that magic is really made. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, bro, we've made so many good tracks over the years and shit. Like, it's been amazing, bro. It's really been amazing.
Yeah, for real. Hold up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, you described your music as HELLSCAPE DRILL. So, I don't know, what is HELLSCAPE DRILL? Like, how would you describe it, you know what I mean?
Shit, HELLSCAPE DRILL, I would describe it as, like, some hard shit with a melody that sound like a nigga dragged it through the gutter. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like beats that sound like rusted iron, my nigga. Like, I like beats that fucking hit you in the core, bro. It can't just be no flimsy ass beat. Like, for it to be HELLSCAPE DRILL, for it to be Dreadnought Trap, first off, you gotta have the beat on lock. Like, it gotta be some insane shit, some out of the box shit, and then two, you gotta come with that. You gotta come with that power. You gotta come with that energy, no matter in whatever shape or form that may be in. You know what I'm saying? You could rap straight up and it still fall under that, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I haven't really had time to really pinpoint HELLSCAPE DRILL. I'm just like, nigga, this is HELLSCAPE DRILL, because I don't know. I like the whole dark trap idea, but it doesn't seem like, it's not like full circle. It's feeling, you know what I mean? It don't feel full. So it just feel like somebody took a pen and they threw it at the music and was like dark trap. Like, this shit is stamped. Fuck a pen. This shit's stamped, nigga. This HELLSCAPE DRILL. What's up, Keisha?
Well, who are your favorite, besides you, who also produces, who are also your favorite producers to work with?
My favorite producer?
Yeah, favorite producers to work with.
We haven't really dropped a lot, but I will say Trvsh, he changed his name to Jaspers.
Yeah,
he
Jaspers
is a phenomenal producer. Phenomenal. I want to work with him. That's on my top list right now. Outside of that, you know, Krxxk is hard.
Yeah, you can't forget Krxxk. Krxxk is like classic, bro. Especially in this scene. He's like,
you know,
real.
Man? For real. I'm trying to think. Who else is hard? Dead Scream. The whole BGM, you know what I'm saying? BGM. You can't forget them. Dead Scream, Evil Star, Slug, them niggas, they got it right now. They going hard. Who else have I been seeing lately that's doing really good? Smokkestaxkk, he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good too.
Yeah, Smokkestaxkk.
Who else? There's this one producer, his name is Skorm.
Oh,
Skorm. I'm pretty.
Yeah, Skorm.
Yes, he's hard.
Yes,
he's hard.
He is.
He's hard. I'm trying to think, man. It's a lot of talent. And that's all the producers I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you fuck with BGM?
Hell yeah, I fuck with BGM heavy. Them niggas go hard.
Yeah, I know.
Bro. They go hard.
Yeah, I've seen that you and JONI have been like rapping on a lot of their beats lately. So I don't know how you like. Hold up, sorry. Fuck.
No, you good.
Yeah, tell me, how do you fuck with BGM?
Shit. BGM, first off, I'm from Indiana.
Yeah.
Most of them from St. Louis. So it's on some tri-state love shit. Like, I gotta support them. You know what I mean? Cause they close. And then at that, it's like I feel as if we wanna bring it back to the dark, quote unquote, sound, I feel as if they're the most progressive right now in terms of sound, in terms of overall sound structure. I think that BGM is really pushing shit forward for the whole sound. You know what I mean?
True.
So it's nothing but respect over there.
Yeah, well, you mentioned earlier, Lil Trash, Jaspers. How do you meet up with him?
That was another just like through the gram connection, like when they were Southern Goth Mob and shit. I met him through Lil Deceased and you know, just through some other artists at the time. We were all just in the same circle, and you know, working with him, especially like when we first was coming out, was so amazing. Like Trash, he is, if I want to say anybody that really understood the type of shit that me and Johnny was making when we first came out, it was Jaspers. You know what I'm saying? Like he really like he took it to a whole different level, and with certain tracks that we have, like he took it to a whole different level. He's blown my mind plenty of times with the beats he makes. Plenty of times. He's always on some progressive shit. Like seriously, that nigga, he got it. He got it. As far as producers right now who are like really progressive, like you don't hear a lot of producers that drop and every beat sounds different. You know what I'm saying? You might get a handful of beats that sound different from the shit they usually make. This nigga makes every beat different. Every beat sounds different. I've never heard the same beat from this nigga. Trust. That's a trust and believe. He makes different shit every single time he hop on that shit. That's crazy to me.
You expect something new every single time you rap on a Lil Trash beat.
That's exactly. You know what I'm saying? You get what you get. You getting it. You getting what you paid for sure.
Damn, I think Lil Trash unfollowed me. Damn, that sucks. But it's okay. So
I think it might just be he might go under his new name or something.
yeah, Jaspers now. So I want to get back on track to the Flexxcult shit. So I want to talk about in 2019. You worked with several members of Jewelxxet with Xtro on your Xtro was on your first tape, slur mixing some of your songs. So what was it like dealing with them before the Flexxcult beef happened?
Man, I feel like a lot of people blow the whole Flexxcult beef out of proportion. You know what I mean? Because you see me. I ain't had to say shit. Nobody said shit to me. Their fan base listens to my music. You know what I mean? My fan base may listen to their music. I don't know. But, you know, it's like, everybody cool. Shit. I even keep up with Slurred a little bit. You know what I mean? See what he's doing sometimes. Like, because we sometimes we be hanging out in the Discord, the same Discord with Double O Scully.
Oh yeah, Scully
and Mods and Bloody and them. So you know what I mean? People I feel like that whole shit got blown out of proportion in that sense, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just dumb. It was dumb. I remember when all that shit went down, man. It was just some dude, well, Sam Celasoul sent the fucking Google link in a group chat talk about turn to Satanism. Man, nigga, I gotta go to work tomorrow type shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's how the beef started. So it's like, man, dumb shit that don't even matter, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was cool. I don't have nothing to say about nobody. Everybody's cool.
I mean, were y'all just I don't know, young? Is this how to say it?
Say it again.
I don't know, back then were you guys really just young, so right now it doesn't kind of really matter, it's just young, you know?
Shit. It's, I don't know. I don't think it's fucking niggas was young. I just think that, you know what I mean, it's a lot of ego involved for sure. I don't know. I think it was just a lot of ego involved, straight up. Motherfuckers just wanting to do that, I guess. And that's the case with a lot of beef. It's just people just, you know, first off, there's a barrier because you're not around each other, so it's nothing you could even immediately do. So it just turns into a lot of like bullshit talk and this, that, and third. And I just stayed above it all. You know what I'm saying? I just make my music. I didn't. Nobody really, like I said, nobody really bothers me with none of that shit. So I don't care. It didn't. None of that shit really affects me.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, hold up. You mentioned earlier you're sometimes chilling in Discord with Slur, Uskole, and Majin Bloody. Is that how you like got Majin Bloody on like one of your most recent tapes?
Yeah, he was just showing me like a lot of music and shit that he makes and shit, and he was just showing me just certain shit that he had cracking and shit, and Scully was the one that kind of like put it into fruition and shit, like got us in the same space and shit. So shout out to Scully. And yeah, Majin, he cool as hell. He cool people, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you got the track done and boom, there it is, type shit.
All right. So I also want to talk. You mentioned earlier you're from Indiana. So what is the local Indiana scene like? Is there like an underground 317?
Shit, man. Please, man. All right. The indie local scene. God damn. So there is a scene out here, yeah. But the Indiana local scene is really like a toxic cesspool of like rippity ribbit rap ass niggas and like you know what I mean, just like overall cornballs and just people who just wouldn't understand for a second what the fuck we doing. But it's like in a sense like they people out here, they want more progressive shit, but the progressive shit to them is like more ribbity ribbit rap shit, like
yeah, but do
like,
it.
It's cool.
That ribbity rap shit, but do it on a noise beat.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the people
bro.
that fucking do it are so fucking pretentious, bro. Like, they act like they started the whole world. Like, no, nigga.
No.
Just because you can rap over some guitars and drums and it's very ambient and cool, nigga. Nigga, I could do that shit. The fuck? Man, fuck that shit. Nah, but there are some cool rappers out here. I will say Larry Cartier. He helped me get on a lot of shows out in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really helped put me out like that. You know what I'm saying? Me and Johnny, he got us on the Lil Tracy show. He got us on numerous shows. So it's shout out to Larry Cartier for sure. If it's anybody from Indiana, it's definitely shout out Larry. He the homie.
Yeah, so what was it like performing live?
Bruh, that shit was fucking surreal. It was surreal. And it wasn't no fucking little baby crowd either, my nigga. Like, this was like full venues, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy, bruh. Like, back when this was pre-COVID, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was fucking crazy. And I want to fucking be able to do that shit again, but I feel like I'll only be able to do that shit if I go on like a tour or get on a tour or something. So the goal for me this upcoming year, and you know what I mean, for the rest of this year, try to get on more shows out of state, travel, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we went to Philly and that show was fucking fat. So just trying to like fucking expand and travel and shit is the main goal. Because I feel like we can get way bigger shows. Like, say if we went to like Florida or Texas or Atlanta or New York or something like that, I think it would be fucking amazing. So, hell yeah.
That's crazy. That's all I can say. All right, I want to get back on me. So, one of the first songs that popped off was Black Lagoon Troops. So, what was your reaction to that song taking off?
Shit. I didn't even know or expect any of this shit to be where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so blessed for it to even be where it's at now. But you know, I mean, I want to fucking expand further. Like right now, I feel like even in a general sense, like it's not like I've plateaued, but like I definitely am at a point where it's like a lot of this shit falls back on me. You know what I'm saying? I put in, and you can only just make music for so long. You know what I mean? You gotta start doing videos. You gotta start putting your shit on multiple platforms. You gotta start going harder. You gotta start networking, and that's what puts you through that ceiling. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
feel
I'm a
like there's a
networker.
lot of rappers that's at this point where I'm at now, and even the little work that they do puts them up so much. Like, let's say if fucking 300 Grim dropped a video, that shit gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if fucking Lizard dropped a video, that shit gonna go off. Like, niggas gotta fucking work hard as shit. Like, you see Mothman drop a fucking video, that shit gonna fucking go off because niggas are putting in the steps that it takes to fucking put you through that ceiling. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists have been doing that lately, and a lot of my cohorts have been doing that shit lately. And I'm just looking around like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So when I get up off my ass and start loving myself and putting this shit in how I want to, bro, it's gonna blow up instantly. Cause it's like, nigga, we already got the, you know what I mean? We Orks, nigga, fucking me. Like,
What the
I just have to put
fuck?
it. You know what I'm saying? I just
the
gotta put it in.
fuck? Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? That song, I always wanted to do that song live. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up?
Yeah, what song that you haven't performed live that you wish to perform live?
The song that I haven't performed live that I want to perform live. That's a good question. Probably Bands Out the Wazoo with JONI. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
JONI, he has a lot of the real bass tracks and shit that motherfuckers don't hear. He has a lot of that on his page.
Yeah. Real orc shit.
Hell yeah, man.
So you released mixes of music on your page since like 2019. One of your like series of mixes is Infinite Library. Whoa, how do you get this idea of making like compilations? Well, these compilations.
Yeah. I think what helped me fucking make Infinite Library. I don't know if you're familiar with like selection or just like, I don't know, just listening to mixes and shit of certain music. Like, I feel like it was just sort of the same thing with making beats. Like, I was listening to beats on YouTube and I'm like, man, none of this shit is what I like. I want to hear what the fuck it would sound like I did it. So I whipped up a fucking mix of like my favorite tracks that I was listening to, and then I threw in some melodies that I made personally and shit, and threw in some of my friends' beats and this shit I was listening to. You know what I'm saying? And it turned into like it turned into more than just a mashup of music. You know what I'm saying? Every Infinite Library that I've listened to, it just sounds like a fucking experience. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Literally,
yeah,
Infinite
it's meant to be experienced, man. And it's like, even in the themes of the actual like titles of the music and stuff, like it all culminates in like this nice little mix. So I just stuck with it. I still I want to keep going. I want to make 20, 30, 40 of these motherfuckers if I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, in every single one, I just want to innovate and push the envelope forward and how I mix the music and shit and present the music and shit. So my only worry is, and I try to be on my ass about this, but like, my only worry is that I'm gonna put the same song in another mix and people gonna be like, what the fuck? Why would you put that? So I've been trying hard not to use the same song twice. So I have to kind of like backtrack and listen to the old mixes to make sure that I didn't put the same song in and shit. So
It really do be like that. It really do.
I don't know. It's all fun. It's all fun to me. It's all good fun to me.
So the first project you released was ORK NEBULA, which was in September of like 2019, which featured BB Crow, JONI, of course. You probably can't have a project without him. Well, I think you did. Evil Lair and Astral. So what was it like releasing your first project?
It was, even to this day, I will say it's difficult for me, you know? Like, I see a lot of people that like are able to like make music and stockpile their music and then drop it all as one thought and idea. And I just feel like I'm just such a listless person, and I feel like I'm just such a fucking airhead sometimes that, you know, that shit seems very intimidating to me. Like, how the fuck do people make 20, 30 plus tracks and drop them all at once? But that's not to say that I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I just got to take my time and actually, you know what I mean, try to make it happen. And that's what I learned my lesson with dropping my last tape. You know what I'm saying? Because I dropped that in a course of like, what, 5 months, 6 months, and you know, it did what it did good, you know what I'm saying? But I would have definitely rather dropped it all at once. And I think going forward, I'm trying to become more of an artist in that sense, like save my music, drop it all at once, and just like make shit that just, you know, means something to me instead of just making bullshit and dropping it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It all means something. Like, and so taking my time, saving the actual tracks, because I'm a hype head. Like, if I make some hard shit and it's hard, nigga, I'm trying to drop it right then and there. So having to hold myself back from doing that is probably the hardest thing. Like, even now, I've got some shit in the vault. Like, I got some good shit in the vault, and it's like, I want to drop it so bad, but I can't, because I got to put it all out at once. I got to give these people a full thought. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to do. I want to give people a full thought. And that's what I feel like I'm going to do with my next, you know, project. Give people a full idea.
Well, following this tape, an alter remix song, and Nania blew up big. Did you accept it? Became your most viewed song?
Oh, no, I didn't expect that, because for one, Ammonia, that was a mix of a song that I had on another tape. You know what I'm saying? So I fucked with the track so much that, you know, I had to drop it twice. And then at that, you know what I'm saying, when I put that mix on there, I remember the exact day I made that mix, because I fucking broke my original speaker that I was using to fucking make the music. And I miss my old speaker so much, because, you know, if you listen to my 808s,
yeah, your 808s do be like
over the years,
mm-hmm.
fucking my speakers and shit. You know what I mean? I've been changing multiple speakers. Right now I got a stereo speaker, so it really catches all the bass and shit. So like,
yeah, your 808s do be sounding like yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so but before, I had this really light speaker, and when I would put heavy bass on that, when I would put deep 808, it would make the speaker sound fucking insane. So that bass, that 808 from back in the day, came into fruition because my speaker literally couldn't play that low of the 808. So it would sound crazy on the speaker. So I just lightened it up, and it came out hard. It still came out hard. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I just stuck with that. I want to do that again so bad. But I just need me, like, maybe I just need a little shitty speaker again, and then try to, you know what I mean? Shit. Candace actually put me onto this.
Oh, Candace.
It sort of woke my eyes up to more music. He put me onto this idea that the machine you're working with, every machine is different. Every laptop you have is different. Every speaker you have is different. And of course, it is, but like in a sense of it can cause you to make different art. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I got this nice ass HP, but before I had this little shitty ass HP that could barely run anything, nigga. It overheated every fucking 5 seconds. And that was a big ass challenge before. Like my laptop, when I first started making music, would overheat every 10 minutes. And sometimes it would delete all my shit. Like I've had to wipe my whole computer like twice. And like just extra bullshit, bro. And there's so many good ass tracks that are in oblivion. Like it's sad.
Oh.
Like it's fucked up, low-key.
Yeah, when like FL Studio crashes on you, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. And then having to wipe all your memory and shit, that shit's even worse. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. So on your cover arts, we see a trend of your portrait being like a dark shadow, like this like fucking silhouette. That's the word, silhouette. Like a dark silhouette of yourself. Is there a reason for this artistic choice?
I mean, I guess it just comes from like me not really wanting to show my face online like that. I more so just I like to keep it on the music and shit. So it was more so that idea. Now I don't really care. I don't really give a fuck. Like people know what I look like. It's no secret or nothing. But I'm just like, I like to keep shit on the music, and that's what that idea was. But I really would have liked to come with more cover arts featuring my face and shit, and putting myself on the forefront so people sort of have a visual of what's going on, like especially like with recent shit that I've dropped. But I will say when I start doing videos, that'll be the answer for that. You know what I mean? I just do videos, blah blah blah, and that's it. But yeah, it all came from me just wanting to keep shit on the music. You know what I mean? It's not really about like the covers and shit like that. But now I will say, because I love art. I'm an art head. I collect art. I I need fire cover art. Like even for my next shit, I have a white canvas right here. I was thinking of just using my acrylics and just fucking painting my cover art. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like shit like that. I that's what I fuck with. So,
bro,
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw like your dark silhouette like cover arts, I kind of thought you kind of looked like the guy. Hold up, fuck, I had the picture. You kind of look like the night guard at the end of the sister location. Hold up. You know what I mean?
What? Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna send you the picture right now.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, let me see.
That's how Krone cover arts
Oh,
be
okay,
like.
yeah.
That's how Krone cover arts be like.
Yo, fucking nah, bruh. Yeah, they used to a funny story, like back when I was in school and shit, cause I'm black as hell, obviously. They used to call me like, man, man, coming up in school, bro, I probably heard every dark joke there is to make an existence. Like, I literally, from when I was like maybe in elementary all the way up until my sophomore year of high school, got made fun of for my skin color literally every single day, and no exaggeration, like every single day. Like even my home immediate family would make fun of my skin color. Like, so I had to, in life and shit, I had to just sort of like get over that, because I sort of realized, that's all they was saying is I'm black. I'm black. I know I'm black. Yeah. So my principal, I remember his name was Mr. Jones.
Nice.
He looked at me one day, you know what I mean? I was fucked up. I'm like, bro, like hating myself and shit. Man, I used to go through bad bullying when I was little. I used to get bullied. I ain't gonna stunt. And you know, he told me, he was like, shit. You know what I mean? You hold your head up, love your fucking self. You know, essentially. And you know, I fully embrace it, man. I love being black
Yeah, I
as
love
shit.
being black.
I love being black as shit. Like,
Yeah,
trust
I
me.
woke up this morning feeling magnificent for real. I'm actually mixed though, so
For real.
I'm only part black, but it's still good though. I still love being black.
Oh man. Black is black, man.
Yeah,
Black is black.
you gotta embrace that. Black is beautiful for real. So speaking of hosting music, you actually had a exclusive song for 808 Mics on the 808 Invite page. I think it was called Next. So what happened between you and Dub? What happened with 808 Mics in general? I don't know. So what was with 808?
I shit, 808 mics. He's cool. I'm pretty sure it's Chris, if I'm not mistaken. He's cool. He's cool people. Um, what's it called? We just did the interview and stuff. He hosted a track, but I think it ended up being like he just wanted to move on from the whole interviewing thing. It was never no like, you know, beef or nothing. Like, you know, he's still cool people. He hit me up I want to say sometime last year, and I just, you know, I was asking him how you doing and stuff, but somebody just hit me up the other day and told me about the Krxxk interview he did, and that he had mentioned me or something like that. Shit like that, like, you know, it was cool, you know, when the 108 mic shit was going on. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
He,
108. I think
he
I
should
just
be
said
all right.
808 for real. I don't know. Maybe I think he still does stuff, but I think he's just not not interested in like this scene anymore. Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know. He just haven't been in the scene lately.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like it opens the gate for, because the one thing that I liked about him was that he he reported everybody. You know what I'm saying? He reported everything. Like, you know what I mean? When the shit was going on, he reported everything. But I feel like when he left, it opened the gates for a lot of people. Um, it opened the gates for a lot of people to like, not like lie, but like it opened the gates for a lot of like blogs and shit to like run with a narrative on certain shit. Especially when it comes down to like the Jewelxxet and Hex shit. Like, I feel like a lot of motherfuckers like
You're
fucking.
like dig right in the situation, like
I feel like
extrapolating
a
it.
lot of people just
I don't know.
ran.
Maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then fucking, you gotta think. The Jewelxxet motherfuckers had like, they just had more listeners, you know what I mean? They had a bigger fan base. So, you know, it just I felt like a lot of that shit is sort of gravitated towards them. But the whole thing about me was I'm cooling in any weather. Like, I'm straight. So I already knew what the fuck was going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, real, if you solid, if you hold it down, real prevails all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that's gonna really stop that. So, like, I just let the vlogs, I let the fake news and the fake vlogs and shit, I let them talk. And you know, that's it. It is what it is. Some people ain't as strong as certain motherfuckers. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And like, they let that shit really get to them and eat them up over the years and shit. And it's like a lot of the times I had to snap niggas out of it. Like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, focus on your music, focus on the shit, because all that other extra talking shit don't really mean nothing. It don't really mean nothing to nothing. In a few years, it won't mean nothing to nothing. So what are you gonna do now to make this shit more successful for your fucking self? You know what I'm saying? Feel like a lot of people got caught up in that gavel and that talk and shit. You know, especially when that Hex Jewelxxet shit went down. Like, a lot of people got caught up in that talk, titty tap, back and forth shit, and missed out on the work. You know what I'm saying? That's you not working.
Yeah.
Shit, simple as that.
Yeah. Well, do you think people were kind of like afraid to work with you because you know you're affiliated with like Flexxcult and they like had a bunch of beef with like other people? Or is it just
No,
just cool?
I don't think that stops it with me personally. But I don't think it, like I said, I don't think it stops it with me personally. But I think it stop it with a lot of people, just because it's like egos and shit. But a lot of Jewelxxet motherfuckers have came back. You know what I'm saying? They came back around like, yo, hey, it wasn't really no beef with you. Da da da. It's cool. You know, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of them. So with me, no, but I could see where, it could be a lot of shit with other rappers and shit. Like, I'm pretty sure even fucking 4J and Rodeo Glow I buried the hatchet on some shit. Like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't, come on, man. Everybody done grew past all this shit, you know? So, no,
Yeah, for
no.
real.
But I will say when it all was going down, I felt like a lot of I felt like Flexxcult got caught up in a lot of Jewelxxet beef, and it kind of gave niggas a bad rap in that sense. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, y'all with them and they beefing with everybody, da da da. So it's this and that, but it wasn't really, it ain't really like that, man. And that's what a lot of shit. People gotta realize that reality is way different from what the fuck you see all these motherfuckers talking about. Like, look at the motherfuckers. How about we look at the motherfuckers who's going to work and doing what the fuck they supposed to? Like, I got so much respect for like niggas like John and niggas like fucking Lizza and shit. Like, Lizza got a kid. He got a whole son. Like, we gotta look at these people in here who been on they
What?
shit. Like, there's a lot of people. Rax, he got a daughter. Like, y'all niggas, like, so these motherfuckers got families and they still chasing their dream and doing what the fuck they want to and supporting themselves. And I feel like people don't focus on that shit enough. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people, I don't know, bro. I just always have appreciated motherfuckers, man, for what the fuck they doing and shit and the work they put in. And it's like, nigga, shit, man, fuck all that shit in my eyes.
Yeah, for real. But we for real the new 108 mics.
God, y'all put in work.
Yeah, shout out alright. We be doing stuff. No, for real. So I wanna get back on track. In the past you said you've been an avid fan of death metal and slam metal. Do you think these like influence like take shape in your like music you create?
Um, let's see. I mean, yeah, like when I first was coming out making music, it was man, man, it was fucking. I'm trying to think of like band names and shit, man. And nigga, hmm. It was a lot of. I was listening to like worldwide slam and shit. You know what I mean? Slam
Worldwide
playlists
slam. Yeah,
and
same.
you know what I mean? And just the way that them motherfuckers rap, bro, and they whole voice and inflation and shit. It's like, nigga,
Yes.
it's hard.
Yeah, it is. I be listening to black metal for real. Hmm.
Like that motherfucking shit go hard.
Just like I can say, it goes hard. Yeah, that's so true. I really. Yeah, I really fuck with like the black metal, progressive, technical, and industrial too. Yeah, I fuck with death metal. As well, that black metal, death metal shit. That technical death metal shit. Thrash, maybe. Just metal. I don't know. Metal goes hard.
Hell yeah. That's like I said, bro. That shit definitely influenced niggas. Like influenced niggas' whole art. Like it influenced everything, man. Seriously. Like that and like I sort of took that with the heavy metal and sort of mixed it with like, you know, hard rap with like Gucci Man and you know what I mean, Flocka and
Yeah, it
shit.
really
Like
be
you
like
know what I
that.
mean? Like sort of a blend between the both of those sounds and shit. So that's how a lot of that shit came into play and into
Yeah, that's how a
fruition
lot
and
of
shit.
stuff works in general. People take like stuff you really don't think they be inspired by and like combined it with other stuff. You know what I mean? I think that's the best way of saying it. Well,
Hell yeah.
so what about? Hold up. Well, occasionally you made funk music. The Witch of Azelev. I probably butchered that name. Was I don't know. What's something like funk music, like maybe from like early SoundCloud, or maybe even Memphis music, like the '90s shit. Was something you listen to?
Mm, mm. I used to listen to a lot of Queen Bee. Uh, I used to listen to a lot of. Why are the names not coming to me now? Fucking Tommy Wright. I was listening to
Real
hella
legend.
Tommy Wright.
Yeah, real one.
Um, I'm trying to think, man. It's hella funk artists, bro. Like Fraser Side Click. Um, damn, damn, you put me on the spot with this one. Immortal Gangsters, I think is what it is called. I used to listen to Top Authority. Uh, fuck, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh shit, man, you put me on the spot. Uh, fuck. I'm trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. You should listen to Mr. I think his name is X, Mr. X, X rated one of them. Yeah, I mean, uh, damn, man, whole lot of shit, a whole lot of shit, man. But that shit definitely did help, man. Like as far as influence with the sound and whatnot, and you know, Johnny, he used to rap on a lot of funk shit too. But I be telling that nigga to fucking record. He needs to record that shit. So yeah, yeah.
So sometimes, all right. Next question. So sometimes you credit yourself as GORK rather than Krone. Sometimes, is there a reason for this?
Um, I do well. I call myself Gork, and Johnny call himself Mork. Those are the fucking gods of the orcs and shit. If
Mork,
you
GORK.
like I said, if you familiar with 40K, yeah, Gork
Yeah, y'all for real. The like the
and
orc
Mork.
kings, the orc gods.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Oh my god, I can't believe did I ask this. I don't know, but like since y'all rep being orcs, how did like the orc style? You know, like the hard like rapping growling voice. You know what I mean? How did that came in fruition?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, how did that orc rapping voice? You know, the growling stuff that you always do. Like, how did that came in fruition?
Oh, um, just more so like grounding and working with my voice. Cause before, when I was rapping, when I first like had shit, like even before like shit does not drop, like I was dead screaming. Like I was like dead screaming to the top of my lungs.
Like on that.
And that was a little inefficient. Yes, like full on, like yeah. That was kind of inefficient, but I just had to like, you know, just work with my voice and shit, work with it. And it just came out. Like it really just came from the core, just working and working and working and, you know, just keep loading up FL. Like I had a log of like the music I would work on, and I had a literal log of every time I would get on FL. And it was like once or twice a day for like 4 or 5 years.
Well, that's how you came up with the idea?
Yeah, just like I said, just working with my voice, man. Just working on it, just working on the sound, and just, you know what I mean,
Ork.
taking
Yeah.
time to learn the shit.
So, all right. What about songs? Will you ever make more songs that kind of like differentiate, like deviate from like the traditional orc style? Like songs like Mistwalk, you're not really like, it's more of a chill song rather than hard shit.
Uh, a lot of the fucking, a lot of the chill shit came because of fucking working with let's see, working with Mothman, really, you know what I mean, got a lot of the chill shit out. And I feel like working with Mothman really helped niggas like fucking really helped me like learn what it is, what my niche is with as far as making chill music and shit. Like I made a lot of cool ass chill beats and having cohorts like Trvsh and shit fucking definitely helps with making like more of a chill sound. So like every time I try to make some chill shit, it just is me like fucking, you know what I mean? Uh Sort of trying to think outside the box, you know what I mean? Every chill beat is a new challenge as far as trying to fucking expand and work on the overall sound.
Yeah, like songs like I'm gonna say "True to Me," which is produced by Siphonus. I know. Are you Siphonus close, or was it basically
Yeah.
like a one-off thing? So y'all took turns.
Yeah, that's the homie. That's the homie for life, man. For real.
Yeah,
That's the homie,
Siphonus
bro. Nah.
is a real goat. Yeah, for real legend.
He's
Like,
a real person. That's a real nigga, for real.
especially with the like. Yeah, yesterday all day I was just listening to like Eternity God, like back in his like Eternity God phase, and like Count on 1000. All his like other aliases.
Oh God. Yeah, Eternity God is that nigga. Oh shit. Hold on. I got somebody here for you. Yo, Johnny, say what's up. I don't know if you can hear him.
Johnny?
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Yep. You got a question for Johnny?
I'm gonna be honest, nah. Like I have a list of questions, but they're mostly just Krone. I'm gonna
You
say
can ask him a question because it's pretty much the same shit. You got that. You know what I'm saying?
let's see. I don't know, Johnny. Tell me about that. Tell me about the whole story. How about you met Krone?
Oh my God, this nigga got Boo Boo Net 9000.
You got that South African internet?
Just hung up. This shit just disconnect. Yeah, he got that shitter net. But shit, we'll save it for him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want to hear this whole story. But yeah, shout out Siphonus for real.
Nah, for real, no. And that's crazy that you mentioned that. I was talking to him for the longest, you know, when I first started making music and shit, he was like one of the first people that fucking like, you know what I mean, really like supported and was like showing us, you know, what the fuck, you know, what the fuck to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had so many like, I don't know, beforehand I feel like I was not doing shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like, I don't know, I was just dropping shit and it didn't feel like, I don't know, it just, I don't know. That dude got a lot of heart and that shit rub off on people for real.
He's based.
Ace as hell.
He's for real bass legend. Siphonus, being bass Hall of Fame. The bass music Hall of Fame. Bro,
Oh god.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I thought JONI was like pronounced JONI.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people say JONI.
JONI.
Nah.
It's JONI with an I.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So the song Stuck at the Club with Evil Air was produced by SAIBOT. I don't know, did you ever interact with SAIBOT before you like went off the grid, disappeared, never to be returned?
Yeah, no. SAIBOT was cool. SAIBOT was in Hex for the longest, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Hex done went through so many fucking growth changes and shit that, you know, a lot of people go missing. But nah, SAIBOT cold. SAIBOT and Dead4ever.
Oh yeah, Dead4ever?
Both of them.
Yeah, SAIBOT for real cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably like, I don't know, his music's hella depraved. I mean that in a good way. An awesome way.
Yeah. So
alright, so sometimes you hop on glory beats, you know, that glow beats. Like on the song, like on the SHYNE songs for real. I don't know, what's like Chief Keef, like Glow Gang, that type of shit. Sometimes you listen to often.
yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't listen to Chief Keef?
Yeah, that shit. No, dead ass, bro. Like a lot of that shit is fun as hell, bro. Like,
Yeah.
no, Chief Keef definitely needs to go.
Yeah, that lean arrow.
And being able to like flip the beats and shit and make new tracks out of the old Chief Keef tracks is fucking insane, bro. Like insane. I flipped the war beat and niggas was telling me like, bruh, niggas would have never thought to flip the fucking war beat and the shit still come out crazy, bruh. Like everybody's heard war. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone gangsta until you flip the war beat.
That shit came out so crazy.
Shout out everyone who making like bringing back like the old like Glow Gang, like glory type beings. You know what I mean? Like people like I don't know,
Yep.
like Mastercard 2K. He sometimes makes glow beats. I don't know. Oh yeah, Too Famous. You know Too Famous?
Too Famous. I know MasterCard, but I don't think I'm familiar with Too Famous.
Too Famous. Octi and Eero, aka Windsor Castle. Yeah, they make.
Yeah. I know Europe.
Yeah, they make some shit with like Acid Soldier and them.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm familiar with Acid Soldier and you know what I mean. Sniffler and all of them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they basically make them like they're like the Glow Gang type beats. Well, they don't make the type beats. Well, they rap them. That's not the type of music they made. But it's like kind of crazy. It's kind of like in a distorted and like crazy way. I don't know. You should definitely listen to Too Famous. They're fucking goated.
I'll check them out for sure.
Yeah, Too Famous. All right. So I know you and Nesta often work together, like on songs like Elite. Which is probably my question. I don't know. How do you two like team up with Nesta with an E, by the way? No more X.
Man, Nestle the homie, first off. That's the homie. So anytime I could work with that nigga anytime. He's the homie. Uh that just came about as just years of working for him. Working with him. I got beats still in the fucking in the Google Drive and shit, you know what I'm saying? So Nesta, you know what I'm saying, we gonna get some shit out. We gotta get more shit out, even at that. Like, you know what I mean? He makes hard ass beats. He makes hard ass beats too. He got this old song with John, and I think it's one of the greatest songs out there right now. He got it's I'm sorry, I keep saying John, but Mothman, it's one of the greatest songs out right now. Like when it first was dropping, like, man, this fucking man, Nesta, he has that fucking. It's like, it's not dark, you know what I'm saying? It's like a fucking spacey, ethereal type sound, you know what I mean? And he captured that shit so well, you know what I'm saying? I could speak on a lot of artists in the art, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people out here making good ass shit, and I think Nessa's one of them people. I think Mothman's one of them people. I think Jasper's one of them people. Evil Air, Krxxk, so on and so forth. So for sure.
Nesta. Well, okay. Moving on. So on other songs you rep SSC. What was SSC?
What was SSC?
Yeah.
Oh man, whoa, that's a throwback, boy. Woo, fuck me up. Damn, that came from damn, that's Broly. I'm not too hip on SSC, but I know that for a fact that shit came from Big Broly, nigga. He was, bruh, Broly, and he was coming out. Him niggas like Pablo, them niggas was going fucking crazy, and he was repping SSC hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was more of a Broly thing. You know what I'm saying? But when niggas was first coming out and it was cool and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, SSC for sure. Yeah. Damn, that was a deep cut right there, man. For real, that fucked me up.
Shit. Oh yeah, you earlier mentioned you fuck with John. Shout out John Mothman. Well, how do you Mothman became close? You had an awesome EP, Galaxy YORHA. So how do you Mothman became close?
Mothman with his stupid dumb ass. No, Mothman, man. I got mad love for that nigga, man. That nigga is, when I say that's talent, that is talent. That's raw talent for real. I got cool with him cause fucking, the same thing, bro. Same how I met Larry, how I met the whole Flex and shit. We was just fucking listening to music. You know what I'm saying? Just straight listening to music and shit. And I stumbled across Mothman shit, and we was just bumping it, bro. I remember when I first found him, I was bumping him for a week straight. Like a week straight, I was only listening to them. And I just, you know what I'm saying? Then I made the fucking mix of his shit. That shit was crazy. Don, he's super talented, man. Like he has that thing with his voice. He has a specialty and type shit. But whereas a lot of artists take their specialty and eat it into the ground, he's more so like Jasper in a sense where it's like every time you hear something from him, it's different. You know what I'm saying? And he still retains that sound that he's comfortable with. So his songs come out fire every time. So that's I got a lot of respect for him and his talents and shit. And yeah, for sure. A lot of niggas that you see that can consistently make music at a high level for multiple years are great talent and great artists. So I definitely think John's one of them people.
Yeah, so yeah, any I don't know, will you and John be collabing again anytime soon?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I just, you know what I mean, we gotta fucking I wanna get him on the fucking tape I'm trying to do on my birthday. And then let's see. You know, just get some more singles out and shit. Him and Trash, they always I'm sorry, I keep saying Trash. Him and Jasper, they always making new fucking sound, bro. Like they always making some new shit. So, you know what I mean? They are the ones that encourage me to stay on top of my shit as of right now because I feel like I'm slacking a little bit. Like I haven't been recording as much as I want to or making beats as much as I want to. So watching them work a lot because they're always dropping a track is like really like invigorating for me. It's like, you know, get up off your ass and get to work because they working. They for sure working.
So, okay, moving on. So I want to talk about your biggest placements. So how do you get a Duwap Kaine placement with the song Hobos? Tell me about that.
The Duwap Kaine placement, that one came from that was um that was that was Johnny. Johnny told me to fucking so Duwap Kaine posted his email or some shit. He was like he looking for beats, blah blah blah, whatever. And Johnny was like, you know what I'm saying, fucking you know, he was like, just send it to him. It's hard as beat, you feel me? Make him some shit, send it. So it was just off the cuff, off the whim. Like I just sent him a track and it just so happened to all work out how I did. But you know, even beyond that, like Duwap, he still checks in. He still low key be trying to hit me up like, yo, da da da, send a beat. He did it a couple times, and I sent him some shit, and he hadn't used it, but you know what I mean. I'm still trying to that all falls on me and my work ethic, and you know what I mean. So I understand. So I'm just trying to fucking work harder and get more placements beyond Duwap, and you know what I mean. Try to you know, just go hard and work with more people. A lot of people said they want to see more collabs and shit. So that's gonna be like my main focus going into next year. And I feel like I want to collab with a lot of artists from my city because it's a lot of talent in my city that goes under the radar because of a lot of like normally type rappers. You know, it's so saturated. So I definitely want to be the person that puts people in my like city like in this vein, in this musical vein, and I feel like working with Duwap put me in a whole different kind of vein of like listeners and artists and shit. So I definitely appreciate I really appreciate having a placement like that. And the song is fucking hard. The song is hard as shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I've ran into people. I've ran into people that don't even listen to no type of underground music, but they've heard that track. You know what I mean? Like that's cool as fuck. That's cool as fuck. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
House Phone was listening to it on his story.
Oh.
House Phone played it on his story. You had hella niggas bumping it and shit.
Yeah, Duwap working with Xavier Bass now. That's pretty crazy too.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
That's
Duwap
fucking crazy. Yes. Xavier Bass. One, let me say Xavier Bass is hard as fuck. Xavier Bass, Chris Too Easy, all of them, they hard as fuck for real.
So he was. Yeah, fuck with the 1C movement.
Hell yeah.
For real. So what?
Hell yeah.
What
You
was
love to see it, bro. You love to see it.
Yeah, what was your reaction to like the music video for Hobos, bro?
That was another crazy experience, man. It was another crazy experience. It was like seeing fucking it was like seeing shit. It was just like seeing shit come into fruition in a sense. Like it meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? Shit, like damn, like motherfucker heard a beat that I sent him and he felt it. He felt compelled enough to do all that. So that means a lot to me. It meant a lot to, you know, my work ethic, and all I want to do now is just like increase that. You know what I'm saying? Work with different artists. The next artist that I'm really itching and dying to work with would have to be like fucking Black Cray. You know what I mean? That would be an insane placement. Fucking one of my friends, I don't know if you know Dr. Umar from the memes. One of my friends fucking But so like yo, Krone fuck with you and shit. And fucking Dr. Umar was like, yo, shout out Krone and shit. Like shit like that. I don't know. I just really appreciate people, and I appreciate, the time people take to fucking fuck shit in my heart. And especially because, I ain't shit. So it's like I'm trying to work harder. Like I'm just I go to work every day, you know what I'm saying? I take care of my fucking self. So I'm trying to fucking, you know what I mean? I'm trying to go
Yeah.
hard. I'm trying to go
Well,
for sure.
so besides that song, what are your other favorite placements?
Mm, other favorite placements? Mm, I'm trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. I would love for I would man. I'm every time I think of placements, I think of artists that I want to work with. You know what I mean? Like Chris Louisi and them, like or like you know what I mean. I would fuck with. I would work. I want to work with a lot of people from over time that I haven't got to work with. Like
Mm-hmm.
shit. Even like you know what I mean. Fucking Slur and them, like you know what I mean. Sniffler and shit. I would love to work with them niggas again. I would love to work with people who like I already know, but we haven't really gotten no shit in like that. I would love to do that. As far as big artists, like I said, I would love to work with fucking uh Black Cray. I would love to work with Booty Chain.
Booty
I
Chain.
love to work with motherfucking like I would love to work with so many different artists. And that's the thing. I don't got a shred of hate in my heart. Like, I don't hate nobody. I want to work with everybody I can. You know what I'm saying? And if motherfuckers appreciate the sound, they appreciate the art, they're willing to put in the work, we can actually make something like genuine. And that's the whole thing with me. It gotta be from the heart. It gotta be real. It gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with the Duwap shit, we didn't really talk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I don't talk to this nigga. I just sent him the beat and he used it, and we probably had like a 2 second conversation. But still, you could tell the shit was from the heart from him. Like he felt the beat, he wanted to rap on it, and that was at the time where he wasn't doing the auto tune shit. So it was like, you know, what I mean, he was being unorthodox with his style. So when he hopped on that and he didn't use auto tune and shit, I thought it was hard. I think shit like that is hard. If I can get more artists like that I can work with like that are willing to be outside the box and want to be outside the box, then you'll see me work with anybody, bro. Anybody.
Yeah, Krone is willing to work with anybody for real. Well, me personally, I don't know my favorite placement for you. Yesterday I was listening to a song. I forgot it was called because like the hieroglyphics and shit. They replaced like the A's with the V's and the U's with the V's. But shout out Spellcaster. You had us, yeah, Spellcaster and Bloody Face Rich. I forgot what it was called, but it was prod by you.
Oh yeah, yeah, Spellcaster, man.
Yeah, I get the
Man,
Spellcaster.
Spellcaster's the GOAT, man. And I really I can appreciate a person like Spellcaster because he puts in his work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's like I said, one of them artists over the years that ain't never fell off. You know what I mean? Ain't never he just worked. He liked music. You can tell who like music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. Shouts out to Spellcaster. You know what I mean? Shit. Another motherfucker. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy that you mentioned him. That's crazy that you mentioned him.
Yeah, I get the Spellcaster. All right, all right. Moving on. So on the Prodigy piece cover is a map of Vietnam with a pin of events. What did you mean by this? What does this mean? This is very cryptic. So what did you mean by that?
What? From World Star?
Yeah, for the wait no, from the Prodigy piece, which is a map of like Vietnam with pins on events. So what did you
Oh
mean
yeah,
by
yeah, yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I called it Phage, because first off, Phage is like it's like a if I'm not correct, I mean I'm sorry if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a fucking like a bacteria or something that like can spread, like you know what I mean. And I want to keep the idea of invasions and shit. I used the map of fucking Vietnam because I just you know what I mean.
It's
I
Vietnam.
like I like fucking you know what I mean. Like what the fuck, and I like fucking I just like the world, bro. I like maps. I'm really a big map head. Like I'm into maps. I'm into my geology. I'm into my, you know what I mean, just where we at. Like this is the world we live in. Shit, you know what I mean. And I really want to be able to fucking travel around one day and be able to do shows overseas and shit.
Yeah,
That would be a big dream of mine.
yeah. I remember some of your like cover arts were like, I don't know, like stars, black holes, galaxies, maybe. Yeah, I remember that.
Mhm.
Oh, even one of the songs, I
Yeah.
forgot what it's called. I don't know. It was on like Ork Central. Oh, it featured Al Qaeda Slit. So yeah, Slit. I don't know. How did you meet the Florida Zombie himself, bro?
Shit, man. Slit. Found his shit through Instagram. I saw one of his videos. I was like, this motherfucker is hard. And then even at that, I didn't know that he was a producer. I didn't know he produced shit. He produces shit under a different name. I was like, damn, nigga. He sent me a fucking beat, man. That shit was fucking fried. Hey, Al Qaeda Slit. No, that nigga is hard. If we want to talk about somebody pushing a box, I'm surprised he not in BGM or something like, cause he got that kind of, he got that. They all kind of fall into that vein, but they all got their own particular way of doing this shit. And it's like, Slit is hard, especially with the way
Yeah.
that he raps, his cadence. It's next level. Like, bro, it's a lot of artists
Yeah, I
out
think
here
he's with
that.
Gnarly Nick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Gnarly Nick.
Nick. What's out, Gnarly Nick, bro? Gnarly Nick be putting in work too, man. For real.
Yeah.
He was the one. He was one of the first people that like paid homage and like show love and wanted to like, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
rap
he
the
did.
orc shit and shit.
Yeah, he
So,
did that. He did that. Sail the seven seas on the Ork Dreadnought shit. Yes.
yeah. That's how Gnarly Nick, man. Gnarly Nick is hard too. It sucks that he, not trying to make music like that. I'm like, bro, keep going. Shit, keep going.
Wait, what name does Al Qaeda Slit produce under? I just want to know. He said he produces under a different
It's
name.
called Psych, if I'm not mistaken. SYKE. Let me pull up the name. Pull up the name for you. It's called Psych. SYXKE.
XY. I don't know. Maybe I heard of his like producing name before. I don't know. All right, so moving on. Speaking of another producer you work with, on songs like Frozen Temple or like current ones, Israel 209. So how did you meet Six?
Man, Israel, he's one of them producers that, like I said, he got his own particular sound as well.
Yeah,
Um, he's
it's
really
surreal.
he's really talented. Even now, I still listen to his beats. I have to go back and listen to his beat tapes because they're so good. Like
same.
he has very good sound structure in the way he sets his shit up. Like I see him working with a producer like Nesta a lot. I feel like they
Yeah, I
would
feel
make a
you.
lot of good music together.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. You should make like a dynamic like producing duo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Israel 209, probably one of my favorite producers. Yeah, Six Montana, DTM 6 Rooms,
Mm-hmm.
all those names.
Yep. Oh man, and while we on it now, while I'm looking at fucking Darth Roach as well, man. That's another artist
yeah,
that I
Darth
want to
Roach.
work with. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ever got the
Can't
chance to
forget
work
Darth
with
Roach.
him?
Darth Roach is no Darth Roach. I feel like when it come down to Darth Roach, they niggas need to fucking pay him his homage, bruh. He been
Yeah.
in this shit longer than me, and he has, bruh. Come on, Darth Roach got like probably thousands of hard ass tracks by now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, that's one artist that I would really like to see flourish in the next few years. You know what I'm saying? Just because he put in so much work. Like, he's put in a lot of work for real. And he's hard.
Yeah, Darth Roach. I haven't, bro. Hold on. Yip beep. Okay. Hold on. Alright, so in the meantime, so on the contrary to the Orc Central like rollout was the like Battle System EP was released as like one long track. So why did you pick that form on the Battle Form EP? Like it's just one long ass track titled EP.
For the Battle System EP, I did that as one long track because, man, you really be putting me on the spot, man. But look, a lot of this shit, if you ever have a question about why the fuck some shit is the way it is, it's probably because I'm insecure as shit. And I was like, so I went through a lot of bullshit in the past couple years, and I have read that when you go through a lot of bullshit and you try to drop art again, it's really like it can be taxing on your mental in a sense. So when I dropped the Battle System EP, I was self-doubting the whole fucking time I made that shit. I was like, bruh, this shit about to be ass. Niggas gonna be like, fuck Crow, fuck him. No, we're turning this shit off. I was like, you know what I mean? So I just mashed all the songs together, and I was like, I'm gonna drop this shit and just see what the fuck happens. Like I didn't care. Like the fucking I have this one track. The second track on Battle System EP would probably have never been dropped otherwise. Like second and third track on there. Like just because they're so unorthodox, and I was just like, you know what I mean? I was so scared, bro. I was so scared. And even on the fucking the last fucking tape I dropped, a lot maybe after track 4 or 5, a lot of those tracks I was very insecure about just because of the whole sound. And I feel like I've been over the years kind of gotten a little bit more safer with the sound, and I'm trying to, you know what I mean, get back into where I was when I first started. Because when I first started, I was not safe with the sound at all. Nigga, I got songs like fucking Orc Blaster and shit, like you know what I mean, For Tough. I was not safe with the sound at all. And I feel like over time I kind of got a little safe with it. So I'm trying to get back into where I was, you know what I'm saying? So it all comes from like insecurities and me trying not to be a bitch no more, essentially.
To be honest, at the end of the day, I just think of it, damn, I don't really care. I'm just based.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, you gotta dig from the core, bruh. This shit ain't no, it's not, you know what I mean? If it means something to you. And, you know, when I first started making music, I was telling niggas, like, I'm trying to change the whole sound structure of how people even process and hear sound. You know what I'm saying? So I leaned into a safer sound just because I want to get everybody up to speed. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, I leaned into the safer sound to get people up to speed. And now that I feel like I've sort of did that in a way, I want to start to lean back over into my experimental side, and especially how I approach this shit and what I do. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it helps me feel better. It helps me feel freer with the shit I'm making. Because, you know what I mean? You can only, or you can only do that for so many songs. You can only, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to be producing and coming with that shit, I got to come with that heat. That's what I'm trying to do again a lot. That's what, bro, like, you don't even know. I'm trying to really, really, really dig into that.
For real. Alright, so moving on. I want to talk about a rare feature you did, which is with Kari Mandela on the song Rapture. So, what was your relationship with like Vampire Denmos when it was like active?
Yo, this nigga's on his narwhal shit right now, man. What the fuck?
How about the motherfucker?
So first off, shouts out to Kari Mandela.
Kari.
He's the GOAT. Kari's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him. Shouts out to fucking Bloody Face Rich. You know what I mean? Shouts out to all of them. Kari, man. Kari is a real genuine dude. You You know what I mean? He's been through a lot, and
Yeah,
I just I got nothing but respect for him. That's one of them people that I just got nothing but respect for. He's always looked out for me, like behind the scenes, like with shit people didn't know, like because like my fucking I had some little shit going on with my SoundCloud, and he helped me figure it out, and you know what I mean, certain shit like that behind the scenes with it. So I still talk and keep up with him, even to this day. As far as he's real genuine, real cool and type shit, you know what I mean. So it's I definitely wish nothing but the best for that dude, for real.
Karma. Okay. Okay, another rare feature you did, and this is pretty crazy. It's with, but you're on Keith Apes A mixtape, and you were featuring on it. I know. How did Keith reach out to you?
Bro, Keith Ape is fucking. He's cool as shit, man. Keith Ape is cool as shit. And it blows my mind that I got to work with Keith Ape. Because I remember being a little kid in the classroom, and they would literally pull his shit up on the YouTube pages on the screen. So the Ichima, like that shit,
Ichima.
bro, everybody was singing that shit, bro. Everybody was singing Ichima, bro. For the fact that nigga hit me up, bro, was like, yo, I'm trying to do this shit, was so hard. And it's like, I just, the only thing is, now, that we finally got the workout, I want to get him into my world, you know what I'm saying? I want to bring him over here and get him on some of my beats, you know what I'm saying? Because I hopped on his beats and shit because he wanted me on the shit. Yeah, I would love to get him on some of, like, some traditional orc kind of shit, you know what I mean? And, like, do it that way. Which actually I'm trying to work on, you know what I mean? He still keep in touch, bro. Like, he really does. He's really genuine.
Yeah, he still fucks with the underground shit. Like he had a big song blow up, but he's like he chose it to stay underground. Yeah, bro. The mixtape,
and I think that's real cool. I think that's
the mixtape literally had fucking Space Ghost Perp, Lil B, bro, A14 from Spider Gang, fucking who else? Oh shit. Oh yeah, fucking Lil B, Diamonds on My Dick, bro. Diamonds on My Dick on a Keith Ape. That's pretty crazy. And
that's so crazy to be like featured on a tape with all of those artists, bro. Like those are not no little names and shit. And he still decided to like hit me up, have me feature on that shit, bro. It meant the world to fucking me, bro. Like for real. Especially growing up. Like you gotta think, bro. We grew up seeing this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like no fucking da. So in my eyes, I'm like, this nigga's famous. Shit. You know what I mean? Worldwide. I really appreciated that shit.
Oh yeah, bro. I remember when Keith Ape, bro. I remember when he was still fucking like Spider Gang and shit. Look, he used to fuck with like the trap metal like Spider Gang shit, but I don't know. To me, it's kind of great. So hold up.
Yeah.
So you're on BB Crow's aka FKA BB Putin, FKA Bloody Bay, on mixtape Age of Hexco, featured on the probably one of my favorite performances from you, Op shit. Yeah, I know. Do you and BB still keep in touch?
I know he keeps in touch with JONI and shit. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but you know what I mean? He's one of them artists that, I still definitely have a lot of respect for. He's doing his thing. And like I said, anybody from Tri-State, it's Tri-State love. You know what I'm saying? He's from Chicago, so it'll always be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like Bloody, he's cool. We took that long ass trip to Virginia together when we all went in to meet, the rest of the Hexcult and shit.
Oh my god, and, the fucking Hexcult, like the fucking Hex Mafia documentary.
Yeah. So we literally hopped in a van and drove cross state for drove cross country for that shit. That shit was fire. So You know, it's always respect. It's always love. You know, baby Crow, you doing this thing.
Yeah, with like the crying is a pain stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Assuming you still fuck with bloody, Bloodface Rich.
I haven't spoken. That's another one. I haven't spoken to him in a while. But yeah, I still fuck with Bloody. He's still, you know what I mean. Like I said, everybody's still alive and kicking, and that's what matters the most. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still alive, breathing. Everybody got their health. You know what I mean? So
Let's be
you know,
honest,
it's nothing but
it's
love,
all
nothing but
love at the
respect.
end of the day. Yeah, and I'm so not gonna lie, the song "Off Shit" that goes
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
hard. Row, 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 row. Yeah, for real.
Right
So,
on.
oh yeah, speaking of linking up, you linked up with Evil Air. That's on the cover like Hansel and Gretel. So, what was it like linking up with him?
Man, first off, let me start by saying Evil Air is my fucking brother. That's my twin for real. Evil Air is definitely Evil Air. Like, you know what I mean? He took me into his home and shit, bro. Like, we got to make music and smoke and kick it and shit. Like, that's like real deal, like a brother to me. You know, Evil Air, man, when I tell you I got so much respect for that man, like he puts in mad work. You know what I mean? And he knows what the fuck it is he wants to drop, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists where you look into this underground shit, they don't they don't got it like as far as an idea and what the fuck it is that he wants to make and put out. Evil Air know exactly what the fuck he want to make and put out, and even at that, he has so much shit in the vault that is insane, bro. Bro, there's songs even to this day that he's had for years, amazing songs, nigga, and he will not drop them. I'm like, nigga, drop the fucking track, bro. Like, I'll leak this nigga shit, like for real, cause he got, bro. When I tell you, out of everybody in this shit, who has the most, who has the most hardest tracks that haven't dropped, it's Evil Air. It's Evil Air. It's Evil Air, bro. He takes these tracks and he just sits on them, and then when he sits on them, he has enough of them, and then he drops it as a tape. So that's why you get his tapes. Like, they all seem they all seem very like he knows what he's doing. That's because he knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fucking he waits. He waits. He sits on these tracks and he drops them when he wants to, and it's nothing but respect. But I'm like, nigga, you need to drop. You need to drop this shit now, nigga. This shit is hard. This shit is hard. Bro, I'm telling you, he has some hard tracks that nobody's ever heard right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, on the song Hansel and Gretel, that was produced by fucking Nero from LA Goth Mob, which is from Swipe Bandit Goth's collective. So I don't know. Do you rock with Swipe Bandit Goth?
Hmm. I'm not too hip. Like I said, Evil Air, he might know a little more because he was the one that sent me the beat. But yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like I said, I fuck with everybody, bro. Just as long as people living, breathing, and making art, I fuck with them.
Yeah, bro. Bro, we need to get Swipe Bandit Goth on the show for real. Like, if he was on the show, that shit would be like 5 hours long. Cause I heard he got tales for days, and that mean days with like a Z.
Hell yeah. Shit, it's a lot of people, bro. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people out here that's really putting in that work. They really been living out here and really, it's a lot of genuine fools in this shit. Like, for real. For real, for real. I hate that a lot of this shit became splintered over the years. And, people have their own little, facets and veins and shit. And people be butting heads and shit. But, if people can look past that shit, bro, it's a lot of talent out here. And it's a lot, you know what I mean? It's a lot of shit to be done.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. Do you think you
And
deserve?
no, I forgot to mention them. But shout out to I'm sorry, shout out to fucking R1 and Cowboy Killer and all of them. Shouts
Oh
out to them
yeah,
too.
Cowboy Killer.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Do you think you? All right, I want to talk about. Do you think you get the credit you deserve for being like first rapper with like, well, well, not the first rapper, but probably being one of the first to like rap with like such a dark cadence.
I mean, I don't really take it to heart. You know what I mean? I know that it's people who started doing this shit after me that have bigger platforms, and so people are just gonna gravitate towards the bigger platform, and I'm automatically gonna look like the runner up. So I mean, I just understand it's a way of life and shit happens that way. But the one takeaway that I do take away from it is like, well, really two things is that for one, none of that will matter if I'm putting in the work that I'm supposed to be doing. And two is that, damn, I had it in my head, man. But yeah, essentially, if I'm putting in the work that I'm supposed to be doing, then I wouldn't care if somebody has 1 million followers doing an orc voice, because you know what I'm saying. The genuine, people know what's real. You know what I'm saying, and you can only survive off the wings of somebody else for so long. You know what I mean. So artists that you see that are doing the grunt rapping and are really taking it into their own and flourishing with it's salute to them. But you know what I mean. I don't think that my sound has ever been replicated or copied in a sense. So, I just got to go harder. I just got to go harder. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, then that wouldn't even be a thought to me.
True, bro. True. That's so real. Okay. Oh, yeah. I can't believe I haven't talked about it. Oh, yeah. I know another song by you was like, I don't know, a pretty evil song, bro. It goes like one of your probably hardest songs was with like Sofanita on the song Daedric Prince. Hit your ass with a blade like a Daedric Prince. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
How you and Soul doing? Like, you still talking when like he's doing offline? I don't know. How's he? Is he doing all right offline?
He's doing fine. No, so a lot of people don't know, but Canis, he's still dropping music.
Yes.
Canis makes a whole different genre of music right now.
Yeah, he just made
and Soul, fucking Soul, he goes under TTG Social. He's still doing that shit. He's still rapping. He's still, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him back on the mic and shit to drop shit. But no. These motherfuckers ain't went nowhere. They ain't went nowhere. You know, people be like, oh, where's Soul? He disappeared. Where's Candy? They ain't went no fucking where. I ain't gonna put all the info out there or whatnot. But I'm trying to get both of them back on the track. I'm trying to bring Canis and I'm trying to bring Soul back on some shit.
Yeah, Canis came back on the Little Thrax album.
Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, we still, bruh, everybody, niggas are still kicking. Niggas are still kicking, bruh. Like, and it's like, bruh, I want to fucking work with all these artists and shit and bring shit full circle. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, these niggas ain't went nowhere. Canis still want to make music. Soul still want to make music. They still there.
Yeah. And Daedric Prince is still our song. Like, bro, I just want to say, bro, are you the first verse? Cause every time like I listen, I kind of can't decide who's the first verse and who's the second verse.
Yeah, no. I'm the first verse.
Yeah. Being a nigga ass.
Yeah, so when
he talking shit.
And he does his voice, it's way more.
Yeah,
my voice is way deeper. When Soul raps his shit is way more like you know what I mean, like high pitch. You know what I'm saying? But it still come with that.
Yeah, his voice has like a
power.
bite to it. Like that's what someone said. His voice has like a bite to it. That's what Soul's voice has, a bite to it. Hit your ass with a blade. Yeah, for real. Yeah, another dude you've been friends with, Rodeo Glow. You're featured on his Black Heart tape, which is song Slide with LZA.
Yes, sir.
Lizzo, bro. So how long have you and Rodeo Glow been cool?
Me and Rodeo Glow. I met him. I met him. Um. Let's see. When did I meet Rodeo Glow? I met Rodeo Glow after I met John. I'm sorry. After I met Mothman and Evil Air, and he's from Virginia, so they were all like in the same facet. Me and Rodeo Glow been cool for a long time. He is one of them artists where I got mad respect for him and his work ethic because he's constantly dropping. He's constantly like making that music at a high level, and you know, I just got nothing but respect for him. You know what I mean? Shit, Rodeo Glow, he put in work. Shouts out Rodeo Glow, and yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bro. And the song Slide, bro, that's gotta be one of my favorite like Rodeo Glow beats. Like, niggas won't say it, but that shit is a retro song. Like, it sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like some video game shit, like some retro type shit. Like, I came to the realization it's a retro song.
And him, bro, fucking Rodeo Glow and F16, they got amazing fucking artist chemistry. Like, their beats are always top tier, top level beats, bro.
Yeah, when it's like Rodeo Glow on the drums or like F16 on the melody or even like vice versa. Yeah, it's probably like one of the best like producer duos, maybe. For real.
So yeah, so shouts out to the whole fucking shouts out to fuck everything for real.
All right.
Make sure y'all cop a shirt.
So on the song there's a tape titled by you titled Shadow of Egypt, which also had a song hidden Mitsu Riguri style, which is a reference to fucking Kenshin, like the 90s anime. Bro, Ari, he wrote this question because he be watching like Kenshin recently. But I don't know, did anime play a role in your development?
Oh, for sure, man. Come on. I watch anime all the fucking time. I can't even. That's not even. Nigga, I got Mashal right here in the tab over here, bro. I could deadass show you. Like, I'll watch my anime now. You know what I'm saying? The last full anime that I watched and finished was Monster. I finally got around to watching Monster. And let me tell you, man, that anime is fucking amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, it truly is. Even though I think I've seen just like one episode. So I haven't finished it, but I need to do that, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Lately, I've been watching like abridged anime.
Oh yeah.
You know what that is, bro?
Ghost Stories is one of my favorite abridged.
Yeah, Ghost Stories. Well, I guess you could call that abridged. Well, the official. Yeah, the abridged shit where it's like a shortened like anime series where it just goes down to the basic like plot points, and it's basically like a parody, like they do like a fucking parody voiceover of the fucking series. Yeah, like literally like a couple days ago, all day I was just been watching like abridged anime series. Like I rewatched the fucking Team 4 Stars Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, bro. That shit started out as like a parody. Now that shit turned into like an actual like fucking dub, like you can watch like Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, and it's pretty good, bro. It's probably like some people even say it's like better than like the actual like, you know, English dub. But yeah, that's how abridged anime do be. Like, rule one, it gotta be like funny, it gotta be entertaining. Two, you gotta like, you know, shorten that shit to the basic plot points. But I feel like 3, you gotta have like serious moments where it makes people realize like this shit is probably like better than like the actual like fucking official dub of it. It really do be like that.
Nah, for real. For real. I definitely got to tune into that because Hellsing is one of my favorites too. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Hellsing. Oh, I can't believe I haven't mentioned him. back when on the song Slide, which also features Liza. I know you and Liza, LZA worked together like hell a lot, like on Shine Shoulders. Shine Soldiers. I know. How did you meet with the Connecticut rapper?
I started fucking with Lizard. I think that was another one that came through Lil Deceased. I started fucking with him. You know what I mean? We got connected through Lil Deceased, and I think it was through Twitter and shit. I was hearing some of his music that he had on the Krxxk beats, and you know, like I said, it's a lot of people in this shit that I just, you know, I really admire their work ethic. And like I said, Lizard for sure is one of them people because, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, he's a father. He's doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? You can, there's nothing but respect for that type of shit. And he's still chasing his dreams, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is commendable, bruh. You know what I mean? How do you find the time to still make shit? He drops more consistent than I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Lizard, he's really hard. And he can rap, bro. That man can rap, for real. Man, there's so many artists in this shit I could just talk about for days, man. It's nothing but love, for real. Damn.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Yeah, when we started making music, it just kept going.
Okay. All right. Oh, shit. I just remembered. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Wait, hold on. After this. So, I said it earlier. One of your earliest songs was a remix to Lil B. You also remixed Lil B on songs like Texas Screw Boss remix. So, what influences Lil B the bass guy basically playing your music? I assume because, you know, he's bass. He doesn't give a fuck about what he is. I don't know. So tell me.
Shit, Lil B, that's one of them artists I was listening to since I was a kid. Everybody listens to fucking Lil B. And even, you know, since we talking about Lil B, I just want to say, I think it's fucking crazy how he be like on ESPN now and shit. Like, yeah, that's how based he is. Like, you'll see that nigga pop up anywhere. Like, he really put himself in a fucking superstar position just by being bass the whole time and being genuine and shit. And even now, like, he still does whatever the fuck he wants to when he makes music and people love it. Like, no, that I feel like he started the whole shit, the whole bass shit. And a lot of people get bass confused. Like, oh, you can be based and you can just make some terrible shit and da. No, it's bass, yeah. So it's gonna sound crazy, but it has a lot of. If you really listen to it, it has a lot of cadence. It has a lot of heart. And it has a lot of like dedication. Like somebody tried to make it. You know what I mean? Like it can't just be like some shit you shout out to ass and now it's bass. Like no, you know what I'm saying? Like Lil B, that man for one can rap. So everything that he does just seems like satire because it's like, you know, he can rap, you know, he could go hard, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, but it just makes everything better. It makes when he does certain shit, like that nigga rapped on the fucking Baby Da Boot Up. He rapped on that beat. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, Lil B, he's definitely like one of the biggest influences for me. You know what I mean?
Big influence for a lot of people too. Like shit.
For real.
Like I said, I don't know if you heard of the Bass Hall of Fame kind of creative. Like, actually, I didn't really. It's just I don't know. It's just a bunch of artists that should be like that bass like fucking like with the bass lifestyle. Like maybe not even fucking with the bass lifestyle. They just got being like bass music like and like bass shit. Like Lil B, of course, on the top. The bass got like. Another list of like I know when I was talking with Split Splash, we listed a bunch of artists like shit like Black Cray, fucking Ruben Slick, Kemet Dank, P2 the Gold Mask, Mike Shields, yeah, Split Splash definitely on there, bro.
Yeah, shout out Split Splash. Nigga, I was listening to P2 the Gold Mask before I started making music. Damn, a lot of them are artists. So. CJ Top Off, them if you familiar with them from Texas, Guap Lord D, all of them. Guap Lord D actually from Texas, he was actually the first artist to rap on my beat. That was before I started rapping myself. So he was actually the first artist to ever drop a song that I sent to him, like dropped a song on a beat that I sent to him. And that was also the first song that I produced that hit over 10,000 listens. This is like when I first was started making music and shit. And then I met Lil Texan, and then I finally got to produce for CJ Topoff, which is one of my favorite rappers at the time. And that's always amazing. I love producing for CJ Topoff. He hit me up. He was like, "You got the best CJ Topoff type beats." I was like, "Hell yeah, nigga!" Like for sure, because CJ Topoff is he can rap, man. That's one of my favorite raps.
Yeah, bro. I guess I'll put him in the base of fame for you. Yeah, people like, oh yeah, fucking Young God, fucking like Ocean Gang, Cartier God, even Soldier Boy. Yeah, just bass music. I'll fucking add 3 Pac on there, bro. I don't know. I feel like you just gotta be bass to be on there. Like when people think of like bass people, they just mostly think of like bass rappers. But I know like a couple people who make like not that type of music, but should definitely be on like because it's like bass music. This should be. If I had to pick, let's see, one person I'll put on there, the fucking that is not a rapper. You probably haven't heard of him, Violet Pony, bro. I'm gonna put fucking Violet Pony. Yeah, listen to the song Enemy. It's a pretty good song with a great message because it's pretty bass. Like, basically the main thing about the song was basically like fuck perfectionism, like fuck the pressure, like go out and do whatever you fucking want or makes you happy. If someone like asshole tries to shut you down, like hold whatever you love to yourself like dearly. Like hold steady to your love for being alive. Because like nobody's like perfect and going to like continue to fuck up. But it's humbling to say I was like wrong. It could be like a hard lesson to learn, but it's worth it. It's a pretty good song, like I said, with a great message. Like if people think you're like cringe for something, well, fuck them and maybe like embrace that cringe. Like don't kill the cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes. Yeah, Violet Pony. They make like fucking music about My Little Pony, but the music's so good you don't even have to be like a fucking fan of My Little Pony, bro. But she makes like fucking great music, bro.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna tune into that. It's shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to you got me that just reminded me of another artist. I don't know if you familiar with her, but Stacey Adams.
Oh, Stacey fucking, oh my god. Yeah. Stacey Adams. I love Stacey Adams.
Hell yeah, shouts out to Stacey.
Yeah, she be on the like that cyber trap shit. That's what she calls it.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shouts out.
I think I was listening to her like a couple weeks ago, actually. Yeah, Stacey fucking Adams. Yeah, she on like that. I don't know, fucking. Yeah, everyone should listen to Stacey Adams. Violet Pony too.
Genuine as hell too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Violet Pony too. Like Violet Pony is pretty unique. Like they make like different types of music. They can do some similar shit like rock to like emo rock for fucking hyper pop music. That's how. Yeah, Stacey Adams, Violet Pony, definitely on the Bass Hall of Fame, like the Bass Music Hall of Fame.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I made that. I think I was the first time I ever talked about that. Hold up. I know you've been talking with some dude. Hold up. You spoke with 7 Knights from L Faction. And I heard y'all are making like some shit because like the thing with like the L Faction music, one of their like main topics was like elves versus like orcs. Like they rap about being an elf and like they say their ops are the orcs. And it's pretty insane. Cause I kinda came up with this idea. I was listening to music. I was like, damn, what if Krone and 7 Knights collabs with each other? Like an elf plus orc alliance. And I don't know, I heard y'all been speaking with each other. So I don't know, would you like to tell us about that?
Yeah, I've actually I had a few beats in the works for that. We were just gonna do like a little short little EP, but yeah, sort of drive home that point that you were just mentioning. And I think that it would be great. He's cool. He's a really
Yeah, he's
genuine person and shit. You know
yeah,
what I
for
mean? From the
real.
little couple conversations we had, I know that I can tell he cares about music. And so I'm really looking forward to getting that one now. I think that would be a cool ass little idea, you
Yeah,
know, to
bro.
get cracking and shit. So
Yeah, bro. The 7 nights interview, that's probably like our magnum opus. Like that shit is like 4 hours long.
yeah.
That's how genuine it is. That's how he's a great person he is. Like I don't know, I haven't spoke to him in a while, but he's still a fucking great person. I don't know. Will you rap like do your orc voice on a Koya beat?
Mm, I
Like
think
a
I will.
retro
I
beat?
see myself rapping on. I think
Yeah.
I see myself rapping on any and everything.
I kinda like think about this thing how your like styles would collide. Like you mostly have somewhat of like a darker style and more, you know, like with the fucking growling rap. While Seven Nights be like rapping about hentai and he's kind of like smooth with it and be rapping on like retro beats. It's kind of interesting. Ooh. Mm-mm. All right. So since you've been having to sing so long, what have you noticed over time? How has SoundCloud changed since
Um,
like since like 2017? That's how long you've been in it.
how has SoundCloud changed? Hmm. I guess how it's changed is, um, I guess the biggest change is that like artists. Huh, that's a good question, man. SoundCloud has changed because a lot of artists now. I don't want to say SoundCloud is saturated, but it's definitely difficult to it's definitely difficult to like come up in a sense, you know what I mean, especially if you drop it exclusively on SoundCloud. um I think that a lot of I think that a lot of artists are damn, that's a good question, man. It's a lot of artists on SoundCloud, and I think that people aren't taking it as serious anymore. I think people see SoundCloud and they're like, oh, da da da. Unless you already have something established, people aren't really gonna take you as serious. And I feel like you see a lot of artists now dropping their stuff on multiple different platforms, and I feel like that's the way to go with like sound and shit because people like I feel like what I mean. SoundCloud is not. It hasn't failed over the years. Like people are still getting paid good money. You know what I mean off SoundCloud. But I think that shit. It takes a little bit more effort now in the sense of where you upload your music and where you put your music. I think that the title for top streaming service is up for grabs right now. I think that a lot of these what's it called streaming services are battling each other for top spot, and I feel like if you're not putting your stuff on all platforms, you're missing out on ears listening to your music because there's certain people that only listen to music through Spotify. There's certain
Yeah.
people that only listen to music through YouTube, so on and so forth. So I feel like if you're really trying to be dedicated to dropping your music, I would say drop it on all platforms. Even me, I struggle with dropping my stuff on all platforms because it's just, you know what I mean. It's more of a processing thing for me on my end, and actually uploading hundreds of songs at once is kind of difficult. So but I feel like SoundCloud has changed for the better. You know what I mean? Because it's not the top streaming service. So as an artist, it gives you more free range of where you want to upload for one, and also how you want to put your music out. Because Thrax, for example, he just dropped a tape. That's on Apple Music. He put it on Apple Music first before he put it on Spotify. So I think that it's gonna be you know what I mean. I think that it's gonna be fucking. over the years, I think that it's going to be more artists that pop out that post exclusively on different platforms and see a very high level of success. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you're one of them artists that post your shit on everything, then I also see you having a high level of success too. So I'm working on trying to do that myself. I know there's plenty other artists trying to work on doing the same thing. So yeah, that's where I see SoundCloud being. You know what I mean? I don't see it ever falling off, but it's definitely, an open market right now.
Okay. Yeah, for real. Like, you gotta expand that shit. Like, I be listening to on all platforms. Like, I always find something new on like each different platform. Like on SoundCloud, like on YouTube, like on Spotify. Like sometimes, bro, I used to go on like Rate Your Music just to find like more music to like listen to, like more like rare shit. Like I be finding like artists with like 3 listeners or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm bass, bro. But
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
where it be. That's where the real bass artists, the real bass artists be anyway. They be on SoundCloud.
They be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you have advice for anyone who wants to get into music?
Um, do I have any advice for anybody who wants to get in music?
Yeah.
My biggest advice is just to care about it. You hear it a lot, like, you know what I mean? Be genuine about what you do, and I feel like that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? You want to care about it. You want to actually love it. I see myself making music for the rest of my life. There's people who don't see themselves doing that shit for the rest of their life, but those people also have a higher amount of success than I do. So it's like I have to figure out, you know what I mean, what my true love for this shit is. And it's like, that could come in any shape or form. Like I could see myself doing opera if it come down to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's how deep into music that I am. That's how deep my love is for music. Like I want to succeed off music by any means possible, and that comes in any form, shape, in genre that I choose. You know what I'm saying? So, my advice to anybody is, and this is with anything in your life and anything that you want to do, is love it. Just love it. Love it. Love what you're doing, and it'll show. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it shows through my music that I love music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. That would be my piece of advice for anybody who wants to make music.
Yeah, you gotta love it, and also plus love yourself for real. Like you gotta stay positive during these dark
Hmm.
times. All
No,
right.
for real. When I first started making music, a lot of the shit was an echo of like, me being depressed and shitty and shit. But you know what I mean? That shit changes and it reflects in the art and shit. So you just gotta love it through and through.
Mhm. All right. So before we move on to like the fan questions, so what's the best? So for the people who wanna like collab with you or whatever, so what's the best place of interest and like to reach you?
Instagram. If people want to collab, you know what I'm saying, hit me on the Instagram. That's K_R0NE.
Krone.
K_R0NE. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on the IG, and I'm willing to work. You know what I'm saying? I work with budgets. I work with all prices and shit. So yeah, it's just more so about the art for me.
Mhm. All right. So let's move on to the fan questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, some of these are crazy to be honest. So all right.
God.
Oh my god. Kind of nervous, bro. Oh, never mind. I told them to ask a different question, cause the last question they asked was fucking insane. All right,
Insane. Like what insane? Like throw me a pitch. Throw me a pitch.
all right. I won't say it to you, but I'ma just send you a picture
All right.
of the question.
Oh my fucking god. Oh
Bro,
my fucking god. That is a fan question?
yeah, but
Get the fuck
I ain't
out of
gonna
here.
say that, bro. I ain't gonna say that. All right, so let's move on to the second one, which is the actual question. So this one is, so if alcohol makes you alcoholic, Then does Fanta make you fantastic? From Reno Act for Rude.
If alcohol makes you an alcoholic, doesn't fan make you fantastic? What's it?
Yep. From
Is that
Rika.
what you said? Oh, okay. Well, Rika, I think it does. You know what I'm saying? I think you are a fantastic fanatic, fantastic, any Fantasia. You know what I mean? The fan is on because it's too hot in my crib. Fan. Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, shout out them. There's my friend. Oh, Lil Thrax, smack name Thrax. He asked the question. Yeah, he said, "What's your favorite food, and how much can you eat at one time if you had to?"
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what Thrax said.
Well, Thrax, nigga, my favorite food is my favorite food is grilled shrimp, and I can eat a boatload of fucking grilled shrimp, my nigga. Like, grilled shrimp and steak, and I also fuck with mushrooms too, and like vegetables and shit. Like, I can eat a boatload of that shit, like for real.
Mushrooms. Yeah,
All kind of.
especially with that shit. Hold up. So this person, shout out JJ, real friend, but she asked, how tall are you, cuh?
Man, how tall am I? Look, man, y'all gonna be disappointed, man. I'm not the tallest nigga in the world. I'm a average height 5'7", and you know, I think that's pretty respectable.
Mm. All right, so this dude Toxic the Reaper, he asked the usual question, favorite Pokemon.
My favorite Pokemon is hold on, wait. I gotta look up the name of this. I'm sorry. My favorite Pokemon. Hold on, cause it's isn't this Pokemon in fucking Smash Brothers?
Lucario?
Hold on.
That's the first one. That's the first one that came to mind, bro.
Oh, Green Ninja.
Oh yeah, the ninja, bro.
Yeah,
Ninja.
that's
Green
one of my
Ninja?
favorite Pokemon. Yeah.
All right. High Clarity, aka Shao Frosty. He asked Krone X Locolos? Question mark.
Me and Locolos?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. I can work with Loco. I definitely work with Loco. I just you know, I just gotta fucking hit him up for some beats and shit. He sent me Ork Nebula. I mean, not Ork Nebula, Ork Invasion when it dropped. He said he fucked with that, and that meant a lot. So shouts out Loco Los. Yeah, I definitely want to work with him. And also shouts out Lil Bruja. I want to work with him again. I used to listen to Lil Bruja a lot when I was coming up and shit before I started making music. So being able to work with him was hard. But yeah, me and
Lil
Loco Los.
Bruja?
Yeah,
I haven't heard of Lil Bruja in a while. I remember on Direct Street. I'm more of a Loco person than a Krxxk person, to be honest. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it. I like Krxxk. I like Krxxk beats. I like Krxxk beats because of, you know what I mean. Like I said, I like that rusty sounding that shit. He be coming with it.
Yeah, bro. Sorry, this next one, bro. My fan, or should I say my friend, bro. He just be asking like the dumbest questions every time he's on the show. So get prepared for this one.
Nah, you good.
So he asks, do fish breathe underwater or do they drink the water?
Oh my fucking god. You know, if you really think about it, fish drink the water. Because where does it go? Where does the water go in through? Mouth.
That's right.
And it comes out the gills. So yeah. Street water?
It's kind of.
That's a very
It's kind of like the
thought-provoking
same.
question.
We be like, yeah, we be drinking air for real. So, yeah, right. Yeah, Ray Hypes asked, allergies? Question mark.
You said what?
Ray Hype asked allergies? Question mark.
You said, do I have allergies?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
No.
not really. No, I'm not really allergic to nothing. Fucking, yeah, I'm not really allergic to nothing.
Hold on. This dude. Hold on. So. I had a question for some dude, but he texted me it instead of like asking him to like the question thing. Oh yeah, Rapid with a V. He asked, does your throat hurt every time you from the orc vocals?
No. My throat don't be hurting and shit. Which I got. What motherfuckers don't understand is, you know what I'm saying? The orc shit is from the inside. It's from the diaphragm. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not like I'm rapping from the throat. You know what I mean? I'm saying this shit with my full chest and my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was rapping with my throat, it would sound like that. You know what I mean? It sound high pitched.
Yeah.
But nigga, it's low. You know what I'm saying? It come from the chest. You gotta say that shit with your chest. And if you say it with the chest, it come out real smooth.
Can you give us a demonstration?
Work ass nigga, so I'm not smoking on me. Like, it just come from my stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like rumbling, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
so to speak. Like, yeah.
All right. So I think the final one we had is this dude, the usual, Ass Eater 9288. He asks, party hard or die hard?
Ooh, party hard, bruh. Niggas ain't trying to die. What the fuck? Most people don't even know what the fuck come after death. So why the fuck are you trying to die? You know, I'd rather get the party out, rather fully live and see what it is I gotta do. And then, you know, when it's time to die, I'll die.
You know what,
Very
Chief?
quaintly.
You know what Chief Keef taught me? Life is short.
What's that?
In life, you always gotta go hard because life is short.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You got to go. You got to put in. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't come from nowhere. Everybody that you see in a place of success did not get there from doing nothing. Unless you're fucking, I don't know, fucking Kim Kardashian or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right.
niggas, everybody work.
All right. So, oh yeah, bro, bro, I was on your live right now, and some dude asked, well, how do you got the name Krone? I think his
Okay,
name-
okay.
Yeah. He asked, how did he get the name Krone?
I got the name Krone from Sister Krone from fucking The Promised Neverland. Cause the first I read the book and the first couple
Oh, yeah.
chapters of the book like
Bro, I was
mesmerized me so much. Like,
I was literally searching up your name and I just got a fucking fucking Krone. Yeah, I was searching your name and I just got Sister Krone from Promised Neverland.
yeah. Sister Krone definitely is one of like my favorite fictional characters, only because of like the weight that she added to the story and shit, and like just her overall presentation. Like that was like one of the coolest like presentations of a black character in like fiction that I've seen to date so far. Like, I don't know, they just made her cool as fuck, and she wasn't like a slouch either. Like, I don't know. Shouts out Sister Krone.
So, alright, I think that's all the questions we had. So, any final statements? Any shoutouts before we end this?
So yeah, shouts out to JONI, shouts out to HELLSCAPE, shouts out to everybody that listens to this. Shouts out to my grandmother. Shouts out to my mom. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Evelyn. Shouts out to Darth Road. Shouts out to Evil Air. Shouts out to Mothman. Shouts out to Thrax. Shouts out to Kari. Shouts out to Spellcaster. Shouts out to Liza. Shouts out to R1.
Just
Shouts out
basically
to
shout out everyone who was mentioned in this interview.
Shouts out to everybody
real,
that was mentioned in this video. For real, man.
Everyone.
For real.
Yeah, I was all right. Everyone, I was your host. Wait, pull up one more. Actually, one more question. This is from me personally. You fuck with Metal Gear Solid because your profile picture on Discord is Ocelot, and so is your Instagrams from Metal Gear Solid. So yeah, you fuck with it.
Yeah,
Metal Gear Solid.
Man, Metal Gear Solid
is one of my favorite like video game series of like all time.
No, facts, same, for real. Like the whole like Hideo Kojima and his whole mythos.
Yeah,
and,
especially
you know
Metal Gear
the
Solid
way he
2.
makes his games.
Metal Gear Solid 3, probably like I don't know, top 10, maybe like top 15 favorite games of all time. Metal Gear Solid 3, that one's my favorite one.
Here's my question for you then. Here's my question for you.
Yep.
Do you think Metal Gear Solid is like a magical universe? Or do you think it's like grounded in human society? Like, or do you think it's like a reality type of universe?
Reality? That's a good question. Let's see. We have fucking I don't know, psychics. We have a girl who can't die. Let's see. We have a dude with electrical powers in the series. We have a dude who literally came back to life. The same dude literally came back to life just to get revenge. I don't know, body doubles, like with some like brainwashing type shit. Let's see what else. Crazy shit is in Metal Gear Solid. I don't know. We have a dude control bees.
Yeah.
We have some like I don't know, spider dude. Maybe it is a magical universe.
Yeah, I think Hideo he slyly created his own fantasy universe in a way, you know what I'm saying? But he grounded it in so much like espionage and so much information and shit. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that shit, especially with like Metal Gear Solid 2, that one's like a kind of a mindfuck, but yeah, I kind of need a high IQ to understand that one. Yeah, like most recent game I ever beat it, Metal Gear game, was Metal Gear 5, Metal Gear Solid 5.
You beat Phantom Pain?
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro! Like I know that took all of your life.
Yeah, it took me like I beat it like last year, like just last year, and got the game when it like in 2016, maybe 2015.
Holy shit!
But
no, that game is fucking long as shit.
Not as long as Metal Gear Solid 4. I never played Metal Gear Solid 4. I literally just watched. I think my dad had it, and he said he played it, and he basically said it's like just a fucking movie, bro. Especially I heard the last cutscene was like an hour long.
Yeah.
Like Metal Gear Solid 4,
bro. Like the whole
crazy.
Metal Gear Solid shit is like a fucking, bro. For real, it's a movie, bro. The way he structures his games is so like fucking next level, and nobody doing that shit. Nobody structures their games like Hideo.
Yeah, bro, for real. Someone inserted that picture of like Hail Dodima and when he was wearing fucking recoil like shirts with some other dude. I forgot his name. Yeah, bro. So alright. So everyone, I was your host, 02, jizzing on bitches on Instagram, JXZZINGXNBX, and yeah, just itches. Follow me on Instagram because that's the only social media I have. I'll never make a Twitter. The only time you ever see me on Twitter is just because I only know one person on Twitter, and I don't really give a fuck about what they're doing right now. So yeah, Instagram's the only thing I have, not including fucking the new app Threads, because to me that's just an extension of like, to me that's just a, like an extension of Instagram. Is like Instagram just DLC. Like. You get a Twitter feed. You get Twitter as like an DLC for Instagram, but yeah, Instagram's the only social media I have. Well, besides, if you count Discord as social media, If you want to contact me on social media, I'm in Discord. 212 Acra. I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I just thought it sounded hard. Well, even though I can't pronounce it, but it basically just means the old religion stuff because it got removed or whatever. I don't know, the sacred shit. But yeah, that's the only social media I have. Just I don't know, follow me and Krone, and I don't know. I guess I'll see ya.
Yeah, salute, man. I appreciate you for having me, for real.
Yeah, it's crazy being here, bro. I might have like
For real, bro.
3 interviews this week. 3, maybe even.
Oh shit. Good luck, bro. Hell yeah. Much love, bro. I appreciate you for having me on here again, for real.
All right. So, yeah. See you, everyone. Fuck.
Straight from the front lines of YORHA.